Hey guys, hey Barbies and Kens, welcome to the second channel, the vlog channel, where I do random stuff over here that's not really, I guess it corresponds with the main channel, but it's more like me sitting here blabbing and some people like actually want to see a constructive video together. Understandable, but I wasn't even going to make this. I was going to wait to talk about this on the main channel, but like, I've kind of touched base about it on the main channel, but I didn't realize I had it. So this kind of video is going to be like one where you're just going to obviously listen to it. I don't really want to show my face. I just woke up, like, hello, I just look like garbage. I look like a little turtleneck. I'm going through stuff right now for my sale page and my Etsy and my eBay, so I'm trying to just like organize stuff. But I found something this morning that really like freaked me out, so I figured I would like talk about that. First off, before I even start like this whole thing, I just want to say that like, because it's not gonna make sense if I don't say this part, me and my mom do not get along. That's just how it is. That's how it's always been, and it's nothing that like I'm exaggerating or like I'm just telling the truth. Like we just don't, and I don't want to like elaborate on that at all because it's like a very, very not good relationship between us. But I just want to leave it at that. So I had a doll that I talked about on the main channel a little bit ago. Sorry, there's like a Zuzu pet going off in the one bag near you guys. Anyways, there was a doll that I had purchased at a flea market for like maybe $5. And it's one of those really old, and I don't even know if I want to show it to you guys. I actually just locked it in my car because I don't want it in the house. I just found it in the house. I don't want it here. I thought it was gone. So I'm probably going to link this video onto my main channel video where I was kind of talking about it because I didn't realize that like I was going to find it. I have this like talking about this too, like I'm a very like nervous, anxious person. If you guys never knew that before about me, I know when I shoot my videos, I'm filming from like my head down or like, you know, my face and that's it. You don't see anything else in like my body. But like I'm very like this is just something I do like all the time. Like it's hard for me to not shake my leg, and I think it's just like a nervous habit because I'm a little freaked out right now. So, and this is coming from somebody, obviously, you know, guys, I own like a bunch of dolls and crap like that. So I went into my laundry room cleaning up this morning to do some laundry, and I found the haunted doll in a bag. She was like right in my laundry room on top in a bag. Like I knew what it was immediately. And when, I don't know if you guys ever heard the haunted doll story. I actually have a video about it on my channel and everything when this happened last year. But pretty much the doll like fell off my shelf. But you would think when a doll like that falls off a shelf, it should be like mangled up on the floor, like obviously not laying perfectly flat on your bed, like in a different position than it was on the shelf. And I put a video out about that because like it just doesn't add up, like where my shelf is I'm looking at right now and like where my floor is. That's a really high drop, so I just don't quite understand any of that. But whatever, I could care less at this point because I'm not keeping it in my house where I live now. I'll keep it at my boyfriend's, but I'm not keeping it here because there's something definitely attached to it and on it. Like I wouldn't say that if I didn't feel that way. Like me being somebody who collects a lot of antique and vintage things, and like I have kind of like an understanding with like paranormal and stuff like that, unfortunately just likes to like link itself onto me. Even as a kid, like my BB photos, I have like orbs and different things in my pictures, which is weird, but like I've always just been one, like things just draw to me. I never like said, oh yeah, like come like it just kind of happened that way. But like I definitely feel energy on things. And I will say, when I bought the doll, I knew there was something on it. I didn't think there was something like attached to it, but I knew that there was like something was there, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't like I can touch items, like old items in my room, and I will not feel anything. I'll go to flea markets and places, touch old items and feel them and know like there's nothing bad on them. But this doll, when you touch it even, and I was holding it before, that's probably why like I'm acting the way I am, like it makes you feel just weird, like just uncomfortable, I feel like. So, and even before that whole incident happened, it made me feel uncomfortable. And I have very old dolls, and like just I wouldn't, you know what I mean? I don't buy something that would make me feel like physically sick the way that this doll does. Like my stomach hurts. I don't know. It just makes me nauseous. Anyways, continuing on, I found her, and at first I'm like, did I find this for a reason? Then I realized I gave it, and this is where my mom comes into play. I gave it to her to get rid of because I didn't want it in the house anymore, and she ended up keeping it. Yeah, I don't understand why, but now I took it because I don't want it in my house. It's just, I feel like something is off in my house as well too. Like negativity. I don't know. Like my boyfriend's house just pulls like some days for me. Like I hear from his brother and his girlfriend that it's just very negative. But then like the atmosphere, just how it feels, the house itself. But then other days I'm there and I feel it's so positive and happy. But then other times I do feel like what they're saying. So I don't quite know. I just chill out there all the time. I just filmed a video there the other day of stuff I bought. So I don't know, but that's just my understanding. Sometimes I feel like really drained from the house. Other times I don't. But this doll is just weird. And the fact that I found it is just weird. And I don't know what I want to do with her. I don't know if I want to keep her and give her another chance. Feeling the way I do about it. That's kind of why I want to keep it at my boyfriend's till we move in together. Keep it there. Just ignore it. Put it, you know, with my other belongings I have over there. So when we do move, I'll find her. She'll be with the move. And if I end up keeping her, keep her. I was thinking eBay, but like, I don't know. I feel like, I mean, obviously I'd want to list it not saying it's like a haunted item, but then I know people do like list stuff that's, oh, this is like believed to be haunted or whatever, and I'm not trying to, like, somebody who does want something like that, I'm not trying to give them something where like something doesn't happen to them and they're disappointed, but then also I'm not trying to sell it like a regular doll on there and people, you know what I mean, like get it and something bad does happen or it's weird or I don't know. Like, this is just, like, my own understandings about the doll and how I feel with the doll, and it just makes me feel, like, totally uncomfortable. It's just, that's how it is. So, I don't know. Maybe my feelings will change over time about her, and I'll want to keep the doll. But for right now, and the thumbnail of this video right now is, like, a messed up, like, my shirt zoomed in, but I'm gonna change it, I think, to the doll today when I go to put a thumbnail on this. I'm always, like, late. I always have, like, YouTube videos I want to put up, and I'm like, oh, I didn't put the thumbnail up on the computer yet, so I'll put, if you're wondering what it looks like, because I'm sure, like, you're listening to this, and you're like, what does this doll even look like, Gabby, that you're talking about? I'll put it, you know, in so you can see it, but I just feel so weird about this doll, guys. Like, I just feel so odd, and just, like, it's more like a, do you think I was meant to find her, or I found her just because, like, it showed up where I was doing something, and now it's, like, now that I know she's here, too, I think it's just a really weird, uncomfortable feeling, and I had sworn that I actually, like, threw her in the garbage, but I guess, like, my mom kept her for whatever freaking reason that, you know, the doll's gonna come haunt us. I don't know, I'm not saying that, but you never know. I don't know. I've never had something that's, like, and I think that's why I wanted to get rid of it. It, like, fell off a shelf like that. And just the whole thing is just really weird about it. Like, I would never keep an item in my room that made me uncomfortable, ever. Because, like, it's my room. It's my house. And I feel like I've been watching Graveyard Girl a lot. Before the whole Shane thing and everything, I watched her. And I like how she said in her one video that with him, like, I talk to, like, my old items. Like, I treat them like people. In a sense, like, some people are probably like, she's insane. I do that too, but it's because I live in a room with so many old antique items and, like, very old, like, 40s, 50 items. You don't know if something is, and I mean, if you don't believe in that stuff, that's your own opinion, but, like, if you do, I'm just saying you don't know what's attached to items and what's, like, lurking and hanging around. So, I don't know. I don't know, and I don't want to, like, sit here and be like, yeah, it's probably perfectly fine, I'm gonna throw it up online, and, like, no, because I just don't know, and, like, that's, like, the side of me I want to keep her, too, because, like, what if she isn't bad? What if she just didn't like that spot on the shelf? This is gonna sound absolutely insane to you guys. I don't know. I used to do, I don't even remember if it's up on my channel, because there's so many videos, but I thought I had, like, a video regarding, like, my one doll that was, like, jumping off my shelf and stuff. Just, like, the same kind of aspect, but she would fall, like, from smaller areas I had her. Like, I'd come up and she would just be on the floor, like, stuff like that. Which I still have the doll. I kept her. And I love her. And maybe, I just felt like every time I put this doll in it, like, a different place in my room, it didn't like being there, so it would just physically move. Like, drop on the floor. Like, fall over, like, when she shouldn't have. Like, stuff like that. So, I think that maybe she wanted to be on a bottom shelf, because I have it on a bottom shelf now. It's perfectly fine, and she's, like, adorable. Like, I want to show you guys kind of for a minute, like the areas of my room I'm talking about, and then I'm gonna link everything later if you want to come back and visit this. Go over to the main channel and check that out. But ooh, I almost just fell. So this is where I had the dolls. Now, when I tell you this, you're gonna like kind of be freaked out. So I'm not trying to like, freak anyone out, but I had it up there. Like I said, it's in the car now, but I had it like kind of where she was right there with other stuff around her too. So there's like no reason, let me just say that too, that it should have fell because there was other stuff around it. So I don't understand that. But it fell perfectly down. I don't, ooh, I like froze. Oh, I'm freezing. Ooh, I froze. Why am I freezing? That was odd. I like never freeze on here. Anyways, my floor is like really messy right now, but like as you can see, there's a wall and it like fell right on the floor and there's my bed. So the doll, obviously, if it was right there, it would have fell completely down onto the floor, nowhere near the bed. When I came up to my room, the doll was laying on my pillow like this, like just flat on the bed, just chilling. And like how, I just don't understand how it got there. To this day I don't, and that's why I got rid of it immediately. Because I think when I did film a video about that, like I said, and I think too when I filmed it and I was talking about the whole experience, I was just trying to, I think at that point, like figure out if I wanted to keep it or not. But I was like, how does that happen? And like even you guys were commenting, I was like, I don't understand. And that's why, like, the logic behind it is what made me want to get rid of it, because it's just like I thought everything out and how it could have fell and different angle, and like there's in this world, like there's no explanation why it would have fell from at the bottom of a shelf all the way to my bed over here. So I just, you know what I mean, I don't know. That's why I wanted it out. I was like, that seems, I don't even want to say the word because I'm in my house right now, but you can guess what I'm thinking. Like, it doesn't seem like something happy or like, but then I had the same experience with this girl right here. She was jumping around everywhere, and she's been there, and she likes it, and she's happy with that little cat I found, and she's fine. But I do get freaked out by the stuff I bring in sometimes, because when I buy new items that are old, I don't know what's attached to them. Like, and when I say old items, like, I just bought the other day at, like, a flea market, like, a bunch of stuffed animals that are, like, vintage. Like, I wouldn't think anything's attached, but they could be. But older items, like my 40s, 50s, even maybe like 60s items, I have some stuff from the 20s. Yeah, that stuff I do truly believe could have something, like, on it. But newer stuff, no, I don't. You never know, but I really don't think so. I think it's funny too, because some of my dolls, when I did like my creepy doll video, so many people are like, that's so scary, but it's like, I don't look at them like that at all, and I've always said that, because just because they're old and creepy looking doesn't mean that there's something with it, or it's possessed, you know what I mean? That's not the case at all. I can guarantee too, guys, like, just sitting here talking in my room, like, it's, what's today, Wednesday, it's a Wednesday morning, just a nice, like, relaxed day, but I can guarantee sitting here that there has to be at least one item in here that something is chilling on. I wouldn't even doubt it, and I wish I knew what. Like, I think it's the one doll over there I just showed you, but I don't know. I think there might be more, or maybe just one. I don't know. Eventually, and I really, really, really want to look into this, and I gotta figure out how we're gonna do it, but I want to go to a medium for myself. And that I don't think I would record, because it's just like a personal experience I wanted to talk about on different odds and ends. But I wanted to also go and take one of my dolls, and maybe a couple of them, and have her check them out and see if there's anything attached. And I think it would be a great freaking main channel video. I think it would be amazing. Tell me if you would like that in the comments below. I really want to do that. I don't know. I just think it would be such a great video. And I have like at least 3 on the top of my head. The one I just showed you, I have a Shirley Temple doll that I'd want to take. She's very old, that I would think something's on. And then I don't know who else. I just, like I said, I have one over there too, like a smaller baby doll, super freaking old, like her eyes, and she's, I should just get her, since we're having this like little chat right now. She's right here anyways. Sorry, my floor is like so messy. I have selling stuff all in this like little dormer of my room, and this was supposed to be craft stuff that's moving downstairs. Anyways, I was messing around with this doll the one day, and she like never opens her eyes ever, but I got her to for me the other day, but she has like a lot of wear on her. I got her from an auction for like $20, which I think was a little overpaid for how old she is. But she is an when I bought this doll, I was told from the auctioneer that she doesn't open the eyes anymore. They said when the doll was in their position, she didn't open her eyes ever. Like, she would just have them closed. When I saw her in the case, too, and this, I do think there's something on, like I said, when I touched up. This is another one I want to take because, like, I'm touching it right now, and there's definitely something on it. But it's nice. It's, like, calming. It's relaxing. The other one I had before was, like, I don't even know. Like, it definitely wasn't a calming feeling. It made me feel a little on edge and a little, maybe because I just found it, but even putting it into the car and everything in a bag and, like, just, like, the energy feeling it, because I was even, like, giving it a chance. I'm like, maybe it's okay, but, like, just how I felt from it, it wasn't okay. But anyways, this doll, I was told would never open her eyes. She just popped the one open for us. I don't know. Sometimes she gets this one open for me as well. She's beautiful blue eyes, this doll, though. Oh, my goodness. I'm sorry if I'm, like, boring anyone who doesn't like dolls, but I really wanted you to see both of her eyes open if she's gonna let us. She gave me one. Anyway, she just has these beautiful, like, piercing blue eyes. She was such probably a gorgeous baby doll when, you know, she came out. But, definitely went through a lot of wear. And the body on this, too, is, like, she probably talked at one point. As you can see, there's, like, through the clothes, a mouth thing. I'm not gonna lie, when I mess around with the old ones that used to talk and I buy them from people and they're like, they're never gonna talk again, they're never gonna, I get scared. Like, I do get a little frightened. Just, like, touching that and banging it scared me that it would say something and I would drop it and just be like, oh my god. Because, like, when a seller is telling you that an item, especially an auctioneer at a place, is like, it's never gonna work again, I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, you know what I mean? But so I get nervous, like, with stuff like that that's gonna talk. Like, my Chatty Cathy, I did a video on that, and I would never pull the string because I was told it doesn't talk anymore. Pull the string on the video, it's chatting away. That scared me on video. It's like, oh my god. But, I wonder, like, who this girl was, since it is ideal and it has the stamp. But, yeah, she opens her eyes sometimes when she feels like it. I'm gonna lay her over there, but that is pretty much my story, you guys. I just feel so on edge right now and, like, sick, though, about the other one. So tell me what you think I should do. Should I give her to the thrift store and just say good riddance? Should I save her and keep her around? Like, I'm going to take a picture for you guys. This doll is very pretty, too. But it's weird. Like, her one arm, too, on it, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, right in here, I'll try to picture it. Okay, sorry about that, guys. My phone is, like, dying and an alarm's going off. Anyways, she has, like, this weird mark on her arm, too. I was told by the seller it was from, like, a rubber band melting into, like, her arm, or somebody had a rubber band on her arm. I don't know why, but it's a weird doll. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, hanging out, just chilling this morning with me, and maybe I'll make something about this on the main channel. So I'll talk to you guys later.